to the Ghislain Maiden, the home of erotic leadership, where your pleasure is the pathway to your power and your frequency, the key to unlock your millions. I'm Ghislain, and together we'll activate your eroticism, collapse timelines, and you'll master the frequencies of success so that you can become the woman who rises unapologetic, undeniable, and with unforgettable presence. Let's get started. Happy New Year. Can we feel the shift? I'm so excited that we have arrived in the energy of the fire horse. It finally feels like energetically, spiritually, and physically, we have arrived in fresh, new energy. And I don't know about you, but I'm totally here for it. Now, many of you might be feeling the call to manifest, to set intentions, to co-create with this amazing energy of the fire horse. And I love that, but right now is not the time to start manifesting. We are currently in an eclipse portal. Now, an eclipse is a cosmic shakeup and a redirection that your soul has aligned for you. And what's particularly important about this eclipse window is we are literally coming off the back of a year of snake transformation and shedding. And here in Melbourne, Australia, the wind is blowing today, and I went outside in my lunch break and just allowed the wind to guide me, and I got this real sense that she is literally blowing the remnants of all that was shed in 2025 and the year of the snake away. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to teach you how you can start to work with the energy of the fire horse to really allow yourself to catapult your success. Teach you the different ways you can work with fire, and we'll close today's podcast episode with a powerful timeline activation so that you can start to see the timeline that this eclipse portal is really starting to set you up for. So first, let's dive into eclipse energy. Now, I know it can be tempting when it is the start of a new year to set intentions, to get out your goal setting and plan the rest of the year to start manifesting. And I'm going to tell you not to do that. Any manifesting you do right now will be chaotic. And it's a little bit pointless because eclipse energy has its own frequency, and it is really setting you up for your next timeline. There is an element of chaos in it, and it's particularly important considering that we've just come out of the year of the snake, which was all about letting go of what can't come with us into this next timeline. This eclipse portal is the dial that is turning to align you with your next path forward. You don't actually have to do anything. Now, there is a lot of air energy around. So if you're feeling a little bit unstable, things are feeling a little bit chaotic, you know that you can feel that fire in your sacral and your solar plexus burning, but you don't know where to direct that energy yet. That is okay. This is really what the eclipse is setting you up for, so that when we finish the eclipse portal in a month's time and that dial has turned, you will be aligned with where you are meant to focus the energy that is starting to build with us with this season. Now, the fire horse is an incredibly potent frequency and energy for us to work with. Really, if we think of 2025 as the year where everything got dismantled, right? What is no longer in alignment with you was literally shed to the ground. New pathways have started to reveal themselves for you to start to move towards. And this is really what the energy of the fire horse is bringing in, is the ability to take empowered, inspired action and momentum. Now, there is a lot of you who don't understand the importance of action. You sitting around meditating, dancing, doing yoga, setting your affirmations out into the universe without doing anything is the reason that you are not getting the results that you desire or that you are capable of. And this is where the fire horse is all about courageous action. She is here to push you forward in this new direction. So action is required on your part to really enable you to catapult your success and to really harness these energies and what is available to you. Now, there is a sense of revolutionary direction. There is a new lineage of female leaders that are being called to rise. So any women that are in the age bracket of 30 to their mid 40s are really here to lead the next evolution of consciousness. And this is why this fire horse energy right now is so important for us to co-create with when we finish the eclipse portal. During the eclipse, your job is to align with what spirit and what the universe is showing you is next for you. Now, some of this might be uncomfortable. Eclipses can reveal the things that we don't always want to see. They are course correctors. They are the ability to allow us to shift timelines. And that's not always comfortable, particularly when you jump timelines. And so once we get out of this eclipse energy, this is where the fire horse is going to demand those women that are here to lead, to take courageous, inspired action. And the horse is here to help you create the momentum to bring you forward. Now, spiritually, horses are incredibly sacred animals, and there is a little bit of unicorn energy around. All right. And so there will be some of you who start to connect with the energy of the unicorn as a way to direct you through this fire horse season. Now, let's tap into the energy of the horse. Now, the horse is a sacred wisdom keeper. She is the ability to be sovereign. And so the women who are leading this next era of leadership, you are here as the trailblazers in your industry. Now, the biggest challenge when you are a trailblazer is there's no one that came before you. There's no path that you can follow because you are literally setting the tone, and that can be confronting and empowering. And so this horse has this beautiful symbology of sovereignty, of really allowing yourself not to lead through the way that society, the collective, has led before. And this is particularly an important distinction for how you create success, wealth, and influence in a fire horse season, because it is not about pushing, striving harder, more powerful, more forceful than you have before. That's the complete opposite energy. And I know those of you who are high achievers, who know how to push and strive to create success, that is going to be incredibly uncomfortable for you because it is in complete contrast to how you have led up into this point. But the sovereign element of a horse is connecting back into your body, into honoring your cyclical intelligence, and to lead from alignment, not hustle, not force, not push, not how every other Joe Blow on the internet is doing it, but to find your sovereign expression and way of leadership and unapologetically aligning with that. You are not here to do it like everybody else has done it. And so this really needs to be your permission slip to do things differently, because we are in a new timeline now. Collectively, the earth has shifted, and what worked, what created empires, what created legacy, what created the world's wealth simply is not coming with us moving forward. This is where we are going to collectively go through a period of destruction where these institutions that were set up to disadvantage the collective and be advantageous for a few, they just simply can't come with us into this new energy. This is the sovereign play on the horse. She is a sovereign being. Originally, horses were free, wild animals. And so your leadership expression in this time is to tap into that wild, free, nearly primal-like force, and knowing that you have, that only you can harness and lead from that way, knowing that there is going to be no roadmap for success. And so you need to stop looking for the gurus and instead find the people who are able to guide you to connect to your own intelligence that is within you. And this is the real big distinction and the change that we're going to see in the coaching industry, and particularly in spiritual leaderships, which, to be honest, I'm so fucking ready for that. I am really tired of seeing really well established spiritual leaders tell you that their way is the only way to enlightenment, that enlightenment is a process of ascension. It's such spiritual bullshit, and it keeps most women disconnected from their bodies and from their sovereign power and their ability to manifest, to be completely honest with you. So I'm really excited for the fact that this type of spiritual leadership just isn't going to fly anymore, because it's not about going to the guru. It's about awakening the guru within you and finding the guide that can hold space for you to remember that you are actually the pathway and the vehicle to create and to channel and to lead and to really manifest everything that you want into reality. And the horse represents wisdom, unapologetic expression, freedom, the ability to be untamed. And so I really want to invite you to tap into that part of yourself that is wild, that is unapologetic, that is calling to stop playing by the fucking rules that society created of how we should do things, that are actually suppressing you from your power, from your confidence, from your magnetism, and more importantly, from your impact. Now, let's start to dive into the element of fire. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I have a lot of fire energy. I am so fucking here for some fire to burn the shit that isn't serving us and to ignite where I feel called to go. I love me a little bit of fire energy, maybe a bit too much. The element of fire is a really powerful element. It is one of the most transformative. Now, when people think of fire, they can often be an aversion to it, a fear of it, And fire left uncontained will create chaos. But if you can learn to work with the element of fire, to co-create with it, to understand its properties and to direct it, you can use the energy of this fire horse to help you manifest and to help you align with the direction that your soul is ready to go. So I would encourage you, in a safe place, of course, to really get clear on what can't come with you. So the mindset, the habits, the beliefs, the stories, the relationships, and to be a little bit cutthroat with this. And this is where we can start to use the element of fire to burn away everything that is no longer aligned with who you are becoming. And then once you've released from your physical, from your energetic, from your spiritual body, you can use it to ignite flames of inspiration, of direction, of momentum. And this is really what the fire horse is asking of you. It's asking you to ignite those flames of direction, of intention, of action, of courageous momentum to direct you forward. Now, another way that we can work with fire that I really love to use for long-term projects. So projects that I'm working on that are still important, that I still want to give attention to, but that aren't the main focus of my business, is to really get clear on what are you nurturing. And so using the smoldering, the coals of fire to stoke those longer term projects. Now, this might be those of you who have books in the process, who have maybe movies you're working on, who have these big long-term goals that create and require a little bit more longer term focus than the things that you can take massive action on right now. And so after we come out of the eclipse period, I would really invite you to get clear on what you're releasing, to be intentional about what it is you're going to ignite, to sit on simmer, to allow the coals to just steadily sit there and breathe life into it, but that you're not going to take massive action on right away. And then get clear on what action you are going to take. Because this year is all about courageous fucking action. It is not the time for playing small, for limiting your expression, for fucking asking for permission. The fire horse does not ask for permission. She simply leads. So use her energy to inspire you to do the thing that you want to do that feels scary, that feels expressive, to know that this is not the year to be playing safe. This is the year when timelines collectively and individually are shifting massively. Like, we won't see energy like this for another 20, 60 years. It is really, really powerful energy that we are in right now. And for those of us who are in our mid-30s, it's really like once in a lifetime energy we're in. So I really want you to take massive inspired action, to know that the action you take this year is going to set the trajectory of your success for the next 10, 20, 30 years and beyond. And if you're a woman, it is no longer the time for you to play small, meek, and ask for fucking permission. It is the time for you to lead. So allow the horse energy and the fire horse energy to ignite that fire up your fucking ass and start leading. So, in the spirit of empowered, inspired action and ignition, let's get into today's activation. So if you're driving, you're going to want to pause this and come back to it later. If you're in a space where you won't be disturbed, I want you to close down your eyes and just take a deep breath, exhale, and let go of that sound your soul has been dying to make. Take one hand to your womb, one hand to your heart space. And if it feels comfortable, drop the eyelids, allow the eyes to close. And your awareness to drop back and down into your body. And taking a gentle body scan and just noticing where you're holding tension, where you might be feeling apprehensive. And start to invite a little bit more softness into your body. And take another deep inhale. Exhale, let it go out of the mouth. And drop your awareness all the way down to the ground. Sending that grounding cord down, 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 down into the earth. And then knowing wherever we go today that you're grounded. And then drawing the energy of the earth up through you, taking both hands to your womb space now. And dropping down into your womb. And allowing the portal and the wisdom of your womb to start to open. Feeling a sense of confidence, power, and trust. And inviting your spiritual team, your guides, into this sacred chamber of your womb. And notice that this chamber is full of flames of inspiration, of attention, of focus. And in this chamber, there is a doorway. And the energy of the fire horse is going to come through this doorway. And reveal to you the next timeline you are stepping into. The timeline where you've created the wealth you desire, the leadership, the community, the love. And start to notice this dial in this sacred chamber turning and aligning you with this timeline. What are you wearing? Who are you being? What have you created? Allow the energy to show you what is already destined for you. To know that there is nothing you need to do right now other than to witness the future that is already yours, where this has already happened. And allow the fire horse, your spiritual team, to show you all the moments that you chose courage, that you led unapologetically, where you said yes. Allow yourself to experience the wealth that is ready for you, the influence that's ready for you, and the power that's waiting for you. And allow this feeling to fill your physical, your energetic body, and to permeate and update your physical, your cellular, your entire body. And allow your body to reveal to you the exact next step you need to take to align with this reality. And then see yourself now walking down this timeline, this reality, knowing that this is the future you are calling in. And allow your body to feel your bigness, to feel that you are no longer performing. You are no longer leading from limitation, that you are living the destiny that you were born to lead. And allow that to fill your entire body, to thank your guides, your womb, the fire horse for working with you today. And know that as you deeply inhale and exhale, you have locked this into your energetic frequency. That you don't need to do anything right now. That you simply need to align with this reality. And then when you're ready, taking another deep breath, coming back into this space. If this episode activated something within you, that is your sign that you're ready to show up bigger, bolder, and more expansive this year. So go ahead and book your call in the show notes below, because you know the time is now.